Morning guys, welcome back to the channel and episode 27 of the Going Full Hyrox series. The series to try and documenting all of my training up until Hyrox Nissan Birmingham. I sound like I messed it up, but I'm just rolling with it. Saying looks like the fog is coming in. I thought I'd send the drone up and get that cool shot of the fog coming in there over, what's that, it's like Netherlands, Ormskirk ways. But I also tried to get a little montage of me just then making coffee and all that, but then I realised that I haven't got the time because unfortunately I got a text on Saturday asking me to come into work today, and because I'm still in the sort of probationary period with the job, I thought, yeah, why not? I'll come in instead of having a long weekend. And to be fair, I think I prefer that because I was thinking, I've got a full day off on Monday, I can double session. So I was planning on training lower body this morning and then doing my intervals late in the afternoon. But it's kind of saved me from probably getting frustrated and doing myself more harm than good. Because I would have trained twice today, would have trained twice tomorrow, and then probably been knackered for the rest of the week. So I'm just rushing now to get breakfast made. Start making the coffee. It's the grinder I got the other day. I almost poured coffee water at then because my mind's just going faster than I can keep up with it. I've only used it a handful of times, but it's great. I think I prefer grinding whole beans. It makes them fresher. Again, can't speak before I have caffeine. I just need to think more before talking. But it's hard to try and talk on the spot, for me anyway. But yeah, gonna get ready, make a smoothie for lunch that I'm gonna take to work. And then I'm gonna basically give me the same week as last week in terms of training. Intervals today, lifting session tomorrow and football. Wednesday, rest day, maybe. Thursday is going to be the first Hyrox day of the week. Friday is probably going to be a long run because that's my day off. And then Saturday is going to be another Hyrox session, I think. Or Wednesday Hyrox, Thursday rest, Friday Hyrox, Saturday long run. I don't know. There's still time to decide, but need to get ready and then skedaddle off to work. Another day, another dollar, another day in work done, and that weather definitely took a turn. It is now very warm. My car has got me 24 degrees. I was absolutely freezing this morning on the walk, but I'm glad I changed to my shorts pre-work, because I started feeling it was gonna change. However, speaking of dollar, it's looking like I'm gonna have to buy a new tripod. Well, I don't really have to, but I think I'd like to, because that thing snapped, I showed in the last video, and you can't get a replacement part, so I can get a replacement disc bit. So, looking online, full price, it's around like £90. However, I did find one on eBay for literally a third of the price, like £30. So, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get that. It's just a slightly different version to what I've got already. And I'm also looking at getting a handheld 3K tripod as well. So that's more money going to be spent this month. After saying I'm not going to spend much more, I'm also planning to buy some more clothes for niece, but it is what it is. That's why I work, isn't it? Right? Again, mind's blank, rambling. Heading home now. Going to chill for an hour and a bit. Just let the school traffic die down, spend some time with Odin, and then head out for today's interval running. Alright, so that is the warm-up done. Sat down for far too long at home, so I'll just record this while I'm out. I tend to do my warm-ups fairly pushed pace to get my heart rate nice and high, so that it's used to being high when I go to intervals. And I've got about a minute more rest time. So I did a mile walk in 7:42, so I'll rest up until 10 minutes, partly because of my OCD, like to go on 10, but it allows me to bring my heart rate down a bit more, sort of freshen up, and then hit the intervals hard. That's what I've been doing recently with these runs. So today's session is similar to last week, but 1K intervals with 400 metres between, where I've taken it from 5 to 4 rather than last week was 1200 and 5 300. This week it's 1Ks with 4 400s. So hopefully feeling good, hopefully get the kilometers 4:40, 4:30, and then do the 400s 10 seconds faster pace than that. So 2 more seconds and then into interval 1. So I'll update you all once I have finished. Just on some electrolytes with some, I think, apple and blackcurrant squash mixed in there too to make it taste a little bit nicer. But I'd say that was one of the best running sessions I've had ever. Everything just felt strong. It's no surprise that recently runs have been feeling stronger because I've been doing them on Mondays, which is my first session of the week after a rest day. And also this weekend, Kay and I went to Float Planet. I got her a voucher for our 1 year anniversary. We finally used those. It's a great experience. You haven't done one already. One of those big deprivation tanks. Literally, I felt like I fell asleep within minutes. The hour was up, which is a bit frustrating, but it's also very relaxing. Also stayed for a cup of tea as well, so I recommend trying out. But yeah, in that session, I managed to hit a 1k PB of 4 minutes 6 seconds, which is very fast. And then with the intervals, I was managed to keep the pace under 4 minutes for the majority. There was what I put again. All this info will be on screen. About 4 or 5, maybe less than that actually. 3 or 4 intervals that were just shy of that sub 4 minute mark. So I am very pleased with the pacing. Everything felt pretty strong. And yeah, that's going to end it for today's vlogging. I feel like this video has been a lot of talking, but again, I've been overthinking it while I was in work. About the intro, I was going to do it again, but I'm a kind of one and done kind of guy. I like to just film a clip and once it's out of my head and I've spoken it, I can't seem to try and say it again or say what I want to say. So this one's going to be a longer talking one, I guess. But plan for tomorrow is lift full body session. I'm not going to trade with the weights. I'm going to pick ones that I can do for multiple sets on squat, and 3x3, 3x5, bench, and then football. Unless anything exciting happens, I will see you in the gym. Also, right now I'm going to take Odin for a walk, and then I've got, no surprise, all my calories left to eat, so about 2,000. So I'm going to walk, eat, and then see you in the gym tomorrow. Unless, like I say, anything exciting happens, which I doubt it will. I've told myself I'm not allowed to get too annoyed with how this session goes, given the fact how sort of tired and fatigued my legs are from yesterday's very good interval session. So I'm actually a week ahead of schedule in terms of following the programme. I probably should have taken a deload week, or I did say I was going to take an extra deload week, but that's not happened. So given the fact that I've got 3 lifting sessions left, I'm not going to push them too much. I'm actually in the penultimate week of the programme. It's like a full body lifting session, which is what I'm going to do for the next couple of lifting sessions. So it's a squat and a row, a push and a lunge, and then I'll just maybe add in some more bodybuilding or just hit some arms and abs. So right now I've got 110 on the bar for squats, and I'm doing some chest squat rows, benches set up behind me. So 3 or 4 rounds of each, keeping the squats relatively low volume, no more than 5. Single leg work again will be 5 each side, and then upper body will be the 10 to 15 rep range. So let's get this done. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, because I want to rest up for football later on tonight. To tell you the truth, I was actually keeping my frustration back a lot at these squats. Although they felt the best squats I've felt for a long time, I couldn't get over how relatively light the weight is for me and how much of a challenge it was for 5 reps. Like this used to be, I think I used to even skip this weight as well. This is only 110. I'd normally get like 100, 120, 140, 150, 60, all the way up to working weights 170 plus. But this is what it is these days. I also need to remind myself that previous day to this, I did do interval running, which was very taxing on the legs. So the legs were very fatigued. I'm not quite used to training legs after a run, but that's what it's going to be for the foreseeable, at least next couple of weeks. But it felt alright, and just decided to pair them in rows, because that's the way I like to pair full body sessions. It's like a lower push with an upper body pull. So for example today, squats and rows. But again, surprisingly, intervals made my whole body quite fatigued. I can tell that by grip. Grip's a good indicator of sort of readiness to train, if you didn't know that. That's one of the reasons I wanted to get a hand grip dynamometer when I was coaching in a gym myself, but never did. But it's always a good indicator. Just put it out there. Grip strength is a giveaway. And then onto the bench, which, no surprise, was tough after the rows, and given that fatigue was there in the body anyway, and fatiguing upper back before bench probably isn't the best idea, but we live and we learn. So I kept these relatively on the lighter side, although these 10s were a struggle, but just about managed to get all 3 sets done and paired those with what was going to be a deficit reverse lunge, but going from the deficit was actually a bit painful on my hips, so just gouge that and just did regular reverse lunges. A bit more of a challenge going for the front rack, which was surprisingly tough on the obliques. Unilateral work is something I've definitely neglected over the last several weeks, and something I'll look to amend when I start prep for the Europeans after Birmingham, probably towards Christmas time. And I was still tempted to do some sort of conditioning, but convinced myself otherwise, just going for some dumbbell farmers carries. The kettlebells were unfortunately being used. They only have 1 pair here at this gym, with because of that oblique or weakness doing that lunges, some what I call Spider-Man planks. Basically it's a plank position, bring your knee up outside your elbow. 3 rounds of that. I think it was 4 lengths of the farmers and 30 Spider-Mans, and then finish with a little upper body superset, because I find push downs just don't quite do it for the triceps, of hand release push-ups, dumbbell hammer curls, and then just some lat raises. 3 sets all till failure, and then that was job done for, dare I say, a rather enjoyable session. So that was an okay session. I wouldn't say very good, because of sort of how fatigued and tired I was feeling, but felt pretty good throughout. I'm probably going to keep that session or format for the foreseeable until I've done Hyrox. I may even keep that kind of session as my main lifting session, because I think after I've done Birmingham and as a train for Vienna, I might keep to 1 lifting day and 2 Hyrox sessions, and then maybe chuck in an extra accessory day, or we'll see how things go. I'm still not sure whether to get a coach or start on a new different program for Vienna, but that's a topic for another video. I think I've been thinking a lot about that recently and trying to decide just what's best for me really. I could try my own thing, but I end up putting myself in a hole and just getting frustrated and end up spinning my wheels. But this program's given me a good sort of insight, kind of how I would program anyway, but I just need like that structure of knowing what sessions to do to get better at certain things, like getting better at burpee broad jumps, walking lunges, wall balls, all into fatigue, which I probably could do myself, but I just like to have that guidance, know I'm doing the right things and not just, like I say, put myself in a hole. But that is going to be it for today's video, or this video rather. I've been filmed over 2 days. I never know if I should say I'm going to the next day or just change to the next day. I don't know, I'm still new to all that kind of thing, but I'm going to head home now, freshen up, have some food, chill for a bit, started in this vlog, and then head to football tonight. Hopefully get myself a few goals, and it's nice going to football in a good mood, so I should end football in an even better mood. And I'll catch you all in the next one, which is going to be, I think, a Hyrox session on Thursday, long run Friday, and then hopefully go and train with Kelly over in Bolt, which I won't vlog or film. She doesn't like being on camera that much at all, which I'm fine with. Again, it's her choice. I'm not going to force this upon her. This is all about me and my training. And yeah, catch you all in the next one. Hopefully another good Hyrox session.